I always get a kick when the males use single mom as an insult, because what do you mean? You mean how I am supporting 2 kids, a dog, and myself on 1 income? In this economy? You mean how I still look like this after having 2 children? You mean how I stay on top of everything? I work a full-time job, I have 2 side businesses, I maintain a home, I cook most of our meals, our fridge is always stocked, our bills are always paid, I always get the girls to their activities, I'm very involved with their school, I maintain my fitness and health, I get enough sleep, I have time for my friends, I have time to travel with my kids, and I have time to read. You mean to tell me that I'm doing all of that while you're leaving hate comments on the internet and it's an insult?
No, we rather mean how you could have avoided all of that if you chose the right person and then didn't leave him afterwards for whatever bullcrap, but hey, that's putting too much blame on you, isn't it? Gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. Welcome back. Ampu is greeting you to another video. This one is done by Manosphere, one of the best red pill channels out there, so go check him out.
Because, I don't know about you, but I am the hottest, healthiest, and wealthiest I've ever been without a man.
Let's see how hot she really is without any makeup.
If it all goes right, what if you don't?
Okay, so here she doesn't have any makeup. Of course, she still has TikTok filters because TikTok filters are enabled by default. But she has no makeup, so you can actually see her age because she's 32.
So really, that's an insult to you.
So my my bro Manosphere didn't have to expose her like that. But well, now she's still attractive for her age, for having 2 children and all that. But, you know, for someone who is that open about, oh, I'm such a goddess, I'm so attractive. If you were so attractive, you wouldn't need 2 pounds of makeup and 7 filters on you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're so confident in your looks, why do you use all of that? It speaks insecurity to me, gentlemen.
Isn't it? That you're not on my level. You could not do half of what I do every single day, even once.
Yeah, I don't need to, because I didn't make bad choices in my life. You know, guys, these single mothers always trying to kiss their own arse. It's like, again, it's as if I go to the casino, I gamble my salary away, and then I spend the rest of the month until the next paycheck living under a bridge and eating cockroaches and stale bread. And I say, look at me, I am the best. Look at all the efforts I'm going to survive. You have your paycheck, you can afford groceries. Look at me, I'm living life in the hard way. Like, it's not an achievement. It's not an achievement to crap on your own life and then deal with the consequences of that, all right? Now, nobody is discussing whether that's a struggle or not. We all understand it's hard. You didn't have to be in that situation, though, is what we're meaning to say. Families are not meant to be led by one parent only.
There's no way. So the next time you want to use single mom, single mother as an insult,
Well, it is an insult. Your thinking is not good and you don't know how to spot the red flags, because if you did, you wouldn't have children with that guy. You wouldn't be a single mother now.
Exactly, guys. Like, it's like in both scenarios they're wrong. It's either they chose, if the man left, they chose the wrong man. If they kicked the man, they kicked the man and became a family of one parent because of their own doing, you know? It's like, don't tell me that society wouldn't sympathize with a single mother who is a single mother because she is a widow, because something terrible happened, because her husband sadly passed away. Don't tell me that society will be so cruel to look upon that woman and not feel sympathy as to what she's going through, excuse me. But when it comes to these modern single mothers, guys, the majority of them chose that life, you know? And yes, we're making fun of them because you're not only hurting yourself, you're not only hurting your husband, which you probably kicked out of the family, but you're also hurting your kid who didn't have a choosing in all this.
Men can't conceptualize that women are single by choice because men are rarely single by choice.
You are not single by choice. If the perfect man came along, your crush, your celebrity crush, came to you right now and wanted to be in a relationship with you, you would accept.
I was literally thinking that, as I'm sure you did as well, guys. Let's face it, if this woman met that 6'4" Chad with a 6-digit salary she's dreaming of, do you think she will stay single by choice? She's not single by choice. She's single because she's delusional and she has taken herself out of the market with her high expectations.
There are, of course, always the exceptions, but this is speaking in grand overarching terms. The vast majority of women that I know that are single are not single because they're not being chosen. They are single because despite the DMs and the countless, who is she, what's her deal?
That doesn't matter. That's just guys wanting to have sex with you. It doesn't mean they're going to propose to you.
Deal. Can you give me her number? Can I get to know her? They are still choosing singleness because the vast majority of us have recognized that men do not have a good return on investment.
Alright, let me pause it right here. First off, love the comment she's replying to. Your attitude is why you're single. Short, straightforward, directly to the point. This dude knows the drill. Second off, notice how for these women, there literally is no argument or scenario in which they win. She says, oh, I have a lot of options. Well, if those options only want S3X, then you really don't have a lot of options because men are not willing to be in a relationship with you. They're only using you. If those options are for real and men really want to be in a relationship with you, it exposes that you have a lot of options, and the reason why you're single is because you are delusional. And because you want to date the top percentage of men. It's like there's no winning, guys. They can't bring an argument that will actually defend them and explain why they are such a catch, but they are single. You know? And third off, men are not a good return on investment. What? It's like, what? Is this reverse day or something? Men usually pay the bills. Men usually provide the home. Men usually fix the problems. You know, they're problem solvers. Men are usually the ones who take the accountability and the leadership of the relationship. They are not a good return on investment. While women are, guys, women are. When in today's society they initiate 70% of the divorces, they are the good return on investment. Give me a break.
I would never take a business deal that would require more of my time and energy and really not offer me anything other than that person being in my life.
Yeah, guys, because men are so demanding. We require so many things out of women. Just so many. They can't fit all the things they have to do for us in a 24-hour cycle. I guess you learn new things every day, don't you guys?
Money into someone else's kid. For what? Just so he can smash? It's not worth it.
Yeah, for a second I forgot she's a single mother, which makes this whole thing worse. She's not even a single woman, you know, young and attractive, that is talking about return on investment. She's a single mother. Talk about return on investment on her, guys. Yeah, go take care of this other child that is not even yours. Hell.
As a return. It's just not, the math isn't mathing. Oh, you want to manifest more money? Okay. Break up with that broke man.
But she's not jaded. She's not bitter.
I've reached the point where my standards are so high.
I'm gonna pause it before she continues to make a fool of herself and clown herself. She just finished the last TikTok by saying how men are not a great return on investment and she doesn't really need a man. And the next TikTok she opens by talking how you should leave that poor man for another one who has money. Wait a minute, didn't you say you are good on your own, you don't need a man, they're a bad investment, yet you are still actively looking for someone to provide? Something you notice with these modern independent women, guys, that don't need no man. They still look for him, you know? Talk about men who are empto. Do you think men who are empto are looking for a woman? They couldn't care less, guys. You couldn't pay them to be with a woman. Yet these women that quote-unquote go their own way, they keep looking for someone to provide and pay their bills and take care of their children from another man. It's embarrassing. Stick to your standards.
I don't even know if there's someone that can reach them.
Oh, wait. You just said you're single by choice, and now you just admit that you don't even know that any man can measure up to your standards. That's why you're alone. Not because it's your choice, because in your delusion, no man can ever meet your standards.
Men, guys, nasty little creatures.
Did you notice that I didn't think about what a man likes while I got ready?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
When you try to give relationship advice, but you literally hate men. What more can I say?
And I never have. I never really have.
I'm honestly not that different in my 30s than I was in my 20s.
Keep telling yourself that.
I'm hotter, I have more money, but like everything else is pretty much the same.
I really saw my life level up when I started teaching the universe how to treat me and what to give me. We all know that where your energy goes, there will be.
Of course, she's talking about the universe and energy. Are you still wondering why she's alone?
The attention flowing.
Guys, she's teaching the universe. She's teaching the universe, alright? Her, in her 30 years of experience, she's so wise, you know, she has harnessed so much wisdom that she can now teach the endless, limitless universe. I talk about being a narcissist, guys. Holy hell, you have God Almighty in front of your screen. I seriously don't understand how any man will take a look at this woman's TikTok and then want to date her. Serious. There's no man on this planet that will ever do that.
There.
I feel like for my whole life, I have been asking for men to leave me alone.
Have you ever thought about how many times a man's inadequate?
Yeah, she wants a man to leave her alone, yet every second TikTok she has is being bitter about she hasn't met her man. Sure, mate, sure.
Inadequacy is made into like a woman's problem. The term daddy issues, for example. Like, how was he the shitty father who didn't step up and do what he was supposed to do, and yet she is somehow looked down upon as less than, and it's made to be her problem?
Okay, your father was a shitty father. Why do you let that dictate how you are, how you act? Why? Why does that have to dictate your life? If you had a shitty father, why now you have to date shitty men that are like your father? Don't you know how to think because you said you're a strong, independent, smart woman? Can't you think for yourself, oh, that kind of man is not okay. Let me try to find another kind of man. Oh, you're not attracted to those nice, kind men because they're boring. Oh, it has nothing to do with your father. It has everything to do with the way that you think.
It's used.
Yeah, I mean, guys, she's teaching the universe, but she cannot outgrow her father. How exactly does that work? She's so wise as to teach the universe, but she's not wise enough or big of a person enough to outgrow her childhood trauma. Yeah, that sure adds up. But Manosphere, man, you're trying to put the accountability on her. Well, you see, that's the problem. She is unable to put any sort of accountability on her. Everything in her life that she doesn't like is someone else's problem, and because of him. Her father is to blame. All men collectively are to blame for not meeting her where her standard is and not putting her on a pedestal. Jeez. We'll leave this woman right here, guys, because me trying to, you know, trying to make this woman accountable and Manosphere trying to expose her is just a double penetration that this woman cannot handle, right? Like, we are tearing her a new a-hole together. It's too much. Two red pill content creators covering the same woman is too much, guys. So we'll move on to our article story now. Oops, as the editor switches to the wrong scene. Editor, damn it. Alright. Any advice on getting over a girl that's not interested in me? Alright, gentlemen, we've all been through that. We've all been dismissed. We've all, you know, wanted or been interested in a woman that wasn't interested in us. So let's cover this together, guys. Like and subscribe for more life-changing tips. Hey everyone, I've been trying to go out with a girl for a while, but the harsh reality is that she's not into me the same way I'm into her. I know the right move is to try to let go and move on, but does anyone have any tips to help make this less painful for myself? The fact that I'll be seeing her on a daily basis, we have class together, is kinda making it a bit difficult for me. Kills me when she starts talking about other guys in front of me. I'm definitely deep in the friend zone. Will appreciate your feedback. Thanks. And so he has a quick update where comments helped him, so let's take a look at the comments. But guys, all of us have been dismissed, right? Whether in class, whether at work, whether some neighbor maybe, that one girl we had a relationship with, you know, so let's see some tips, gentlemen. First off, props for acknowledging that it's time to move on. That's the hardest part. It's also the most important. If you get stuck on a girl and you cannot move on from the fact that you won't have her, she won't be yours, that's the first move, acknowledging that it's time to move on. The key here is shifting your focus. If you're seeing her daily, start putting up some emotional boundaries. Be friendly, but don't linger too long in conversations where she talks about other guys. That's just salt in the wound. Diversify your attention, join new activities, get closer to other friends, or throw yourself into a new hobby. Guys, I'm going to talk about diversifying activities because I remember I shared a problem that is my personal problem with another dude who I consider more wise than me. And I told him, man, I am really infatuated with women. Without even trying, without being a simp or something, women's attractiveness just gets to my mind. I cannot stop thinking about it, you know. And I told him, I get that I'm a man, so it's absolutely natural and normal for it to be that way. I just don't want to spend that much attention on women's physical appearance, because I even understand and comprehend that a lot of these women I feel attracted to are harpies, and they would make for a terrible relationship, yet they infatuate me with how they look. So what would you recommend? I asked that guy, and he told me that thing that it's natural. You're not gonna get around it, you know. Like, don't try to stop feeling attracted to those women, because it's only natural. And if you somehow achieve not feeling attracted to women because of their looks, then that will be the unnatural part. But he told me that the more you focus on other things, the less you care about women. And he gave me the gym as an example. Not only the gym, but work, hobbies, books. Gentlemen, there are so many things in this world that you can put your interest into. And you will notice that you don't even have to fight the feeling of loneliness or the hurt from your girlfriend leaving you, or the hurt from your divorce, or the hurt from not being with that person you like. You know, all those things. You put more attention and effort. If you stay focused on a mission, what is your mission? What do you want out of life? Long term, short term, doesn't matter. Just focus on something. That's the reason why there's this meme that when guys get heartbroken, they go to the gym and they become massive monsters, you know, because it's true. Guys, you just need a focus and you just need a mission. Maybe religion is your thing. Maybe working is your thing. Whatever project you have, just invest in it. You'll find it so easy to not dwell on your hurt. You know, instead of thinking all day about how not to dwell on your pain, just do something else and you'll notice it happens on its own. It's a very basic advice, but it's something that I haven't experienced up until the point where I started to switch my focus. So that's what I will advise. But leave me your opinions below. Also, keep reminding yourself that rejection doesn't define your worth. It just means she's not your person. The more you lean into your self-improvement and meet new people, the more you'll realize there are others who will match your energy. What's one thing you could start focusing on outside of her that excites you? Gentlemen, this is so true. And I love the difference between men and women advice. If it was a woman saying this very same thing, that a guy didn't like her, you can already smell the comments, right? They will be, oh, he doesn't realize how big of a queen you are. Oh, you deserve something better, baby girl. Don't worry. Thousands of other men will like you without you having to move your pinky finger. While when men give advice, it's, don't worry, just keep self-improving, meeting new people, do all the things, focus on something, increase your worth, and you'll meet another person. Just notice the incredible difference. But it's true, guys, and in this world, in this day and age, Your worth as a man is highly undervalued by most women. Now, granted, there will be a woman out there that is traditional and values all those things that matter, but chances are you're not even going to meet her. Chances are she's already taken. Chances are, reality is, most men, or at least a vast majority, a big amount of men, will not meet a woman throughout their lives because there are not plenty of good women for the good men out there. So, guys, just stick to your standards, you know, stick to your principles. This, I always say this, a man is never alone as long as he has his principles. Just be who you are, be who you want to be, strive to be good. And hey, if a woman appears that values that, congratulations, all the better. If she doesn't, you are being yourself. You don't have to prove anything to these modern women. Let's read another one. You must be pretty young. Yeah, this sounds like a teenage or college thing. You'll be fine. Just focus on yourself and building yourself up for this battle called life. Finish your education, take care of your health. You've got better things to do than worry about some raggedy chick that doesn't want you. It's not gonna mean jack crap to you in a few years, but all the other things you can do to improve yourself will pay off in dividends later on. Guys, very, very good advice from Tasty Road over here. He seems like an elder gentleman that has been around the block. And yeah, you may remember when you were younger, you were so infatuated with that one woman, you couldn't imagine the world without her. As you grow older, she becomes just one of the many chicks. You know? Just, guys, focus on yourself. Keep improving yourself. It's true that all these things that you're investing in now, they don't bring instant gratification, just as, I don't know, having a girlfriend, having a lot of S3X do. They pay dividends later. If on the other hand, you just focus on women, and you care all day about that, and that's the only thing you care about, you're not improving other things in life. Let's read one last. Old me will say, just imagine her getting railed by someone else and move on. Wouldn't advise that, if you ask me. That can be more painful. But I know how it can be. Just focus on yourself, try to meet other people, go places where you don't go. Change all your areas in life. It's time for a new cycle. Besides, for some reason, girls hate it when you're all about them. Oh, that's very true. They prefer to be ignored. It's true. They like a challenge, just like we do. Once she sees you happy, she'll wonder why and gravitate. I don't know, just how it works. Isn't it true, gentlemen? A lot of these women that dismiss men, and we'll close with this thought, a lot of these women that dismiss men, later on, the man grows, the man builds up his empire, he becomes more confident, he becomes more jacked, his wiener even becomes longer, you know, and these women, they come crawling back. You know, they think to themselves, maybe this man wasn't so bad after all. You know, gentlemen, but if they didn't like us for who we were when we were younger and inexperienced, they wouldn't like us now. You know, I had this one girlfriend time ago, and she left me, and now 4,000 years later, I'm jacked, I'm good looking, you know, I've grown my mummy empire, my tomb is filled with gold, and now she comes back like, hey stranger, guys, not gonna happen. But gentlemen, leave me your thoughts down below. Thank you for joining me and Ampu, and I'll see you on the next installment. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want more exclusive content. See you guys.